Hello, you are watching Western Reserve News. I'm your host, Bruce Rogers, and we invite you to sit back and watch the highlights of meetings that we are doing this week. For the week beginning September 21st, 2015, Western Reserve News on Monday was at the Lordstown Village Council meeting. On Tuesday, Western Reserve News was at the Lexington Township meeting north of Alliance. On Wednesday, Western Reserve News was at the Canfield City Council meeting. At the Wednesday, October 23rd, Canfield City Council meeting, an update for the new fire station.
The fire district still moving forward with the new fire station, and we did sign a contract with the architect. We are in the process of finalizing the contract for the parcel of land that it will be built on, and we have started a punch list, if you will, to figure out exactly what our needs are and what the station is going to look like, and those types of things. And then from there, the architect will come up with the drawings, and hopefully 2016, by springtime, we can have the building in our new station.
Mr. Morrison?
Yes.
Are we purchasing land, or is the fire district purchasing land?
The intent is right now, yes, to purchase land.
There is one traffic light that is still a problem.
Chief, any update on the Cardinal Drive traffic light?
None. I agree with you that it needs looked at. The other issue with the traffic lights are the cameras. The fiber optic wires out, but as far as that cycle, I'll get with Joe and I'll check with Todd again first thing in the morning, but I don't believe there's a solution yet.
I've had more people complain about that than anything else. This light that's my head. But okay, I'll address it again.
The EPA says that Canfield's water is okay, but is it?
On Friday, the city received a letter from the drinking water notice from the city of Youngstown, and the notice was sent to us as a courtesy. The communities of Youngstown, McDonald, and Lordstown all had their water samples returned violating the maximum contaminant level. And the question became for us, did we have an obligation to send this letter out to our residents who use the water? And after discussion with Youngstown Water and the EPA, it was determined that we did not have to notify our residents of the contaminant issue, and the main reason being that our samples came back okay.
And there was some news put out with regard to the city of Youngstown saying that their tests had not met EPA standards. We do not test our water at the same time that the city of Youngstown and McDonald does, and so our tests were taken at a different time frame. And in light of the fact that our tests came back in compliance would be why we did not have to do the notification. But it would be standard procedure for Youngstown, being our water supplier, to put the city of Canfield on notice, because we are a satellite system in the city of Youngstown system.
And Canfield sets their Halloween hours, like everybody else, to Saturday, October 31st.
We reached out to all the surrounding communities regarding the Halloween hours, and Boardman's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., Austintown's 5:30 to 7:30, Salem's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Joe and I did have dialogue on this issue, and I would suggest 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Canfield Township's waiting for us, and whatever we agreed to, they will go with it. So Austintown, just to our north, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's what I would recommend. I don't know, is that something we could deal with now?
Yeah, we can set those hours now. Is that?
I make
Saturday, October 31st.
I'd make a motion that Halloween trick-or-treat hours be Saturday, October 31st, between the hours of 5 and 7 p.m.
Second that.
Okay.
Call roll.
You want to call that?
Yeah. Mr. Dragish?
Yes.
Mr. Cosar?
Yes.
Mr. Morvay?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Mr. Tisch?
Yes.
At the Lexington Township meeting, Lexington Township's council talks about ballot wording.
Okay.
Number one was the issue on the language on the ballot that we have upcoming.
Yeah.
I contacted the Secretary of State. They told me they're going to clarity issues for people to vote on. So it's short and sweet, and they can
That's why
vote
they
yes
put
or
that
no
back.
without too much language being involved.
Then we were right. That's why it is plainer language, if you will.
They did give us the option to change or add to or submit to them a request to change it, and I told them I didn't think we wanted to do that.
Would you guys like to make it longer and more difficult to read to people? Easy decision.
We can put in some revised code sections and make reference to
Right.
those.
Lexington Township's council ponders procedure.
Now, the third thing was to find out from the auditor is whether or not we can forgive any or all of an assessment that the township makes when we clean properties or we knock down houses or otherwise. And if so, what is the procedure? Well, we have the procedure. It's a resolution. You can forgive all or part of it. I can draft a resolution. We send it to the auditor. I have her name and address where it goes, and they will remove that. That's because somebody brought into jail $500 and promptly didn't know what to do with the money. Who gets it? They told us we can keep it, but we'll have to pass a resolution or otherwise, if that's what that money is for, to have that removed. And I said, well, we don't want to do that yet because we don't have a total agreement. Somebody's jumped. I didn't know we agreed to 500 or 1,500. I didn't know.
Well, she said she'd bring in the 500 before the end of the month, the first 500.
I was here when she brought it in.
Yeah.
There was still a fit that she was going to make payment.
Correct.
Yeah.
And she said she would be bringing the rest in. But she said, I wanted to be sure that I got this in before the end of the month.
Good faith gesture. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
When she brings in the maximum she's supposed to, then we can pass a resolution releasing that $9,000 or $10,000 or $12,000 fine.
Okay.
And we don't have to pay them any 2% collection fee.
And the balance of the tax is what? Because I want to have her writing and understanding that we don't control the balance of any tax.
I think she,
Only the assessment.
I think she might have paid part of the taxes on
Okay.
it. Right, yeah. And
Well,
then
again,
she
I just
was
like to avoid misunderstandings.
And then I
So we don't have her in here sometime saying, hey, I paid you the $1,500 and you got some bill. Not from us. All right. I would suggest, what do you want to do with the check? Just hold it for now?
That's up to you. I can hold it.
I would hold it for now.
Okay.
Just until we work out some deal. And if it's all right with you, I'll just coordinate something with Ken in terms of a resolution/agreement. Sound good?
Yes.
Yes.
Lexington Township's zoning officer tells of complaints about Alliance Recycling.
Okay. I had a call from a gentleman on River that is very upset about the condition of Alliance Recycling. He said the smell, the trash flying around and all is bothering him. And he said he had left a message, wanted to talk to you. I'm sure it's about the same thing.
Okay.
And I just told him I would check it out. And I did go yesterday, and it's looking pretty crappy around there. And they're up in November for the renewal of their conditional use permit. So maybe you could give me some thoughts, things that we might want to suggest are in his conditional use, like better cleaning it up and not so much stuff around. So. And then yesterday I found people living in a camper out off of Florida. The sheriff was kind enough to go out and notify them that it was not permitted. The homeowner called and said that they wanted to move to Florida. They were only going to be in it until they moved to Florida. And I explained to her that that was a violation, and she could be charged up to $100 a day. So my understanding is the camper is now down and going to be hauled away.
Is there a roundabout in Lexington Township's future?
Reminder, it is important that everyone keep in mind the Stark County Engineer's Office will be holding a public meeting here on September 30th from 6 to 8 to discuss the proposed roundabout project at Beeson and Freshly.
Lexington Township trustees sets Halloween to Saturday, October 31st.
All right, it's that time of year where we have to do one of the most important things your Board of Trustees handles for you every single year like clockwork, and that is scheduling trick-or-treat. I didn't think I'd hold you guys up tonight, but we're probably going to be debating this a while.
Pretty heavy. You want to call Mr. Moffitt?
Remember my saying, what would Moffitt do? Actually, all kidding aside, it's a no-brainer, right? You want to schedule the trick-or-treat for the 31st from 5 to 7?
Sounds good to me.
All right, look at that. We'll take care of that. I'll move that we schedule our trick-or-treat for October 31st from 5 to 7 p.m.
Second.
Yes, very good.
On Monday, at the Lordstown Village Council meeting, an extension for bids on a fire truck is approved by council. And Mayor Hill gives his report to council.
Mayor's report. We had a fairly successful apple cider festival. It was kind of slim pickings a little bit there with some of the, didn't have quite as many booths as we usually have, but on Saturday it was kind of rainy, but I think we had a pretty successful festival. I'll be asking council, to decide when to have Halloween under new business. LEC, the Lordstown Energy Center, has received their last permit. It was the 17th of September. They will be a 30-day appeals period, but since nobody has appealed before, people do not really have standing to be able to appeal it, so that permit will be finalized October 17th. The air permit was issued probably almost a month ago, and I believe the appeals period for that has come and gone. There will be just a couple more small I's to dot, and hopefully we'll be having a groundbreaking by the end of October. And that's it for the mayor's report. Mr. Reeder.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion that we authorize the clerk to advertise for 3 days for any non-profit organization for the fire truck. Anyone interested?
Okay, everybody heard the motion by Mr. Reeder to advertise for the unused fire truck. Is there a second to that?
I think it needs to include tax-exempt non-profit, yes.
Okay. Tax-exempt non-profit.
And the advertisement should require that they submit a copy of their IRS letter showing that they are tax-exempt. 501.
They pick should have to show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in the ad say they're going to have to provide that. Yeah.
Where are we going to advertise this? Appearing on our website.
Okay, everybody heard the motion? Amended by the solicitor. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Second by Radka. Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Everybody else is. So, Lordstown Council set Halloween in the village to, what else? Saturday, October 31st.
I'll make a motion that we set trick-or-treat from 5 to 7 on October 31st, 2015.
Okay, everybody heard the motion from Karen. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Second by Radka. Comments or questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.